how do you manage all this detail? Well, Excel Data Manager is the way that we do that. An Excel Data Manager, as I mentioned, is an add-on tool that was built by Andres Anan, who's on this call, and it is sold as a separate standalone product by Rego. Pricing is very competitive. I'm not going to talk about that. If you want to know pricing, contact your account manager. But let me show you what it actually does. I am going to filter for a certain project, and I'm going to do a very quick update to the people that are working on a specific task in that project. First, I want to show you the before state. So let me go back into Clarity, and I am going to look at project 107034. I hope I didn't time out. Okay, good, I didn't. And I am going to look at a specific task ID 71327, and here it is. And you can see that this task is scheduled to end on August 31st. And the people that I have assigned on it, most of them are also going to be right around till the end, although a couple of them, this person, Leonard Green and Mayuki, I hope, are going to roll off the project on July 31st. And everybody who's working on it is booked at 40 hours a month. So keep that in mind. So I am going to go into Excel Data Manager, and I am going to launch the assignment editor, which is called Task ETC, and I'm going to filter for that specific project. Okay, so I am going to go filter for project 107034, apply it, get my data, and it will load up every person on that project who have a non-zero assignment to any task in the future. If I scroll to the right, you can see that they have the per period hours there. And I'm going to turn on my filter, and I'm going to focus specifically on task ID 71327. Okay, so here's my business case scenario. This task is going to be extended by another 2 months. Everyone on the project is going to be extended by those 2 months, but some of them are going to work even more hours than they were before, and some are going to work less. So the first thing I have to do is I have to change the task finish date to 10/31/2024. Fill that down. Okay. And I have to change the assignment finish the same way and fill that down. Now, I'm going to go over my people. Now, my first person, Albert, he's become a team lead, so he's only going to do 16 hours a month. So I'm going to change his allocation from that to 16, and I'm going to spread it out through the end of October. My second person is also a team lead, also going to do 16 hours, and everybody else on the team is getting put on half-time instead of partial time. So they're going to go to 80 hours. So there's all my changes entered. So I go back into this, and the first thing I do is I validate it to make sure that I haven't made any data entry errors. And thank you, all data is correct. That's good. Now I can load my data. So I'm going to hit the load button, and it is going to upload all of this into Clarity, and Andres is behind the screen magic is going to happen. Now this says check your email for load results. This is the dev environment, the email engine not turned on. I'm not going to get an email. But anyway, I close these windows, and you notice that the orange turns to green. That means that that information has been sent to Clarity. Now, a couple things have to happen here. First of all, the data processor has to process all this, and the time slicing job has to run to create all the individual slices that will be shown in there. So let me just go to my available processes. No, sorry, my initiated processes. See if anything is running right now. See if the data manager. Okay, data processor is still running. So I need to be a little patient and wait for this to finish. while we're waiting for the data processor to finish, I want to show you some other options that Excel Data Manager gives you. I just went and I searched for a project. But what if I'm a resource manager and I want to look for my entire team? Let's say, who was that guy? Crittenden. Let's go search for Michael Crittenden's entire team. If I'm Michael Crittenden, I can go search for my entire team, and I can get every person I have on every project with a non-zero ETC. I can update them all at once. Not a great example. I don't have that many people, but I can change everybody on every project they have at once. I should have picked a different manager, because if I had picked Mahesh Nikhil, this would have shown up with 120 rows with 30 people across 40 projects. Oh well. But the bigger point is that you can use Excel Data Manager to, a project manager can use it for their project, a resource manager can use it for their team, and it enables things to happen much faster, much quicker. And let me see if that data processor is still running. Nope, it's done. So I'm just going to go really quickly, run the time slicing job. Normally that would be handled by the scheduler, but I don't want to wait for 5 minutes. Submit the job. Let's check and make sure it finishes. And it is completed. So now if I go back to my task and I open up my task and I scroll down, and there's all my changes. Everybody is around there through October 31st. And my leads, Albert and Olkraj, are 16 hours a month, and everybody else is 80. A lot faster, a lot more accurate than having to go in here, open, launch, and navigate to a project, pick a task, one person at a time, type in the ETC, save. Next person, type, save, type, set, all that. Excel Data Manager lets you manage this in such a clean and simple way.